Hey, it's Nate from Echo City Music Lab. Today I'm doing a tutorial for This Is Home by Cavetown. It's a great song, not too much to say here, let's just get into it. So let's just go over all the chords you're going to need for this song. There's a link in the description to get the chord chart that I made specifically for this version. I recommend getting that to follow along as you play and sing it. And a lot of these chords I'm doing as inversions. The reason I did that is on the recording it's ukulele playing the chords, and I chose the inversions to match the way the chords are voiced on the ukulele, so it'll sound a little more true to the recording. First chord we're going to need is a C major 7. Now, for right now, I'm just going to talk about the right hand. So for this, you're going to need an E, a G, and a B. Seems strange, but we're going to add the C later. And I'm going to do that with my thumb, second finger, and fourth finger. The next chord you're going to need is a C minor. And for this, we're going to keep our second finger on that G. We're going to move the thumb down to an E flat and put our pinky on C. So E flat, G, and C. Next we've got a G, G major. Once again, our second finger is on G. We've got D with our thumb, G, and B with our fourth finger. And those are all the chords you're going to need for the verse. Notice how smoothly those flow together if you use these fingers. When we get to the chorus, we're going to need an E minor chord. And that is, once again, E, G, and B. So the same thing as for the C major 7, it's just the left hand for the E minor is going to do an E instead of a C. We're also going to need just a regular C major. So for that, we're going to do E, G, and pinky on C. So just like that C minor we did, except for the thumb is on E natural. And there's only one other chord you're going to need in the whole song, and that is an A major that happens in the bridge. And for that one, we're going to keep our thumb on E where it just was, and we're going to do E, A, and C sharp. And for the whole song, we're going to do left-hand bass notes. So the left hand is going to play the note that the chord is named after. So like for the C major 7, the left hand's going to play a C. Same thing if it's the C minor, still playing a C. If it's the G, your left hand's going to play a G. Even though the lowest note your right hand is playing is not a G, because we're doing an inversion on a regular G major chord, but still it's the note the chord is named after. So now we'll just walk through all the sections. We'll start with the intro in the first verse. The chord progression for that is 2 counts of C major 7, 2 counts of C minor, and then a measure of G. And just for this section, to keep it really gentle, I'm actually going to do the bass notes for C just right up here with my thumb, and then the G right down here, so it's all kind of in this higher range. I'm also going to do quarter notes with the right hand. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the intro does that twice. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the verse starts. Often I am upset that I cannot fall in love, but I guess this avoids the stress of falling out of it. Next up, we've got the chorus, and the pacing of the chords is the same, but the chords are a little different. We've got E minor, 2, C, 2, G, 2, 3, 4. And for this first chorus, I'm going to move my hand down to this kind of C 5-finger scale position, starting with the third finger, of course, on the E minor. Ooh, I'll cut my hair. To make you stare. After this first chorus is the interlude, and it's where the beat kicks in. It's the same chords as the chorus that we were just doing, but because the beat has kicked in and on the recording the electric bass comes in, I'm going to move my hand down an octave so those bass notes get a little bit more powerful, and do it like this. Just giving it a little bit more energy. I'll mention here, I think there's 2 ways you could do this. You could do the rhythm that I just did, or you could do a rhythm that's a little bit more like what the guitar is doing on the recording once the beat comes in, which is playing on the off beats, the eighth notes in between the counts. So like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and pretty torn about which way to do it. That second way is maybe more faithful to the recording, but I think it works better when there's the drums and all the instruments on the recording. When it's just me and the piano, I was finding I liked it better just straight quarter notes. So that's what I'm going to do. You should do whatever sounds better to you. But if you do end up doing that second rhythm, I would carry it through the next verse, the next chorus, and the bridge. One other thing to mention, there's an actual piano part on the recording in this interlude section that's kind of doubling the ooh. Goes like this. G, F sharp, G, B, 2, 3, 4, and then it does that again. And then on the third time, it goes up to the higher B, 2, 3, 4, and then back down to the lower B next. I'm not going to do that in my version because I need my right hand for the chords because there's no ukulele. Still, it seemed weird to be doing a piano tutorial on this song and not mention the actual piano part that's on the recording. So after that interlude, the song is just rolling right along. We're in the next verse and it's full energy. So that's back to the C major 7, C minor, and G. And I'm just going to keep my left hand in the position we just had it, where now the C is going to be with the pinky and the thumb is going to do the G. Turn off your porcelain face. I can't really think right now, and this place has too many colors, enough to drive all of us insane. When you're done with that verse, there's another chorus, and then there's the bridge. This is where we're going to do that A chord that we talked about, and you can keep the left hand in the same spot. You just have to stretch your thumb up a little bit to hit that A bass note. I'm going to start doing eighth note chords here, kind of modeled after the synth that comes in this section, pulsing on those chords. Get a load of this monster. He doesn't know how to communicate. His mind is in a different place. Will everybody please give him a little bit of space? So again, that's the E minor, that A major, the C, regular C major like we were doing in the chorus, and of course the G. The bridge ends with this little transition before the outro, and all that transition is a C major 7 and a C minor. And in the octave up here, just like we did in the intro, just for those two chords. So, get a load of this train wreck. His hair's a mess and he doesn't know who he is yet. But little do we know the stars welcome him with open arms. Oh. Also notice that I went back to a slower paced quarter note feel when it went to the G for welcome him with open arms. So towards the end of that bridge, the energy suddenly starts kind of winding down. And then it transitions to the outro. And the outro is essentially just a really chill final chorus with that E minor, C, G progression. Just gonna hold all the chords, no extra quarter note hits. And halfway through the outro, I'm going to switch to doing an arpeggio in the right hand. So just a broken chord, instead of hitting the chord, I'm gonna go just up and down. I'm doing bass notes in the kind of middle octave here. Ooh, time is slowly. Tracing his face, strangely he feels at home in this place. And just holding that final G. All right, thanks for sticking with me here. That is all the parts you need for this song. I'm going to put it all together now in a full cover so you can see how it all flows. If this was of value to you, I'd really appreciate a subscribe and a like. It really does help me grow the channel and reach more people with these piano lessons. Okay, here's my version of This Is Home by Cavetown. Often I am upset that I cannot fall in love, but I guess this avoids the stress of falling out of it. Are you tired of me yet. I'm a little sick right now, but I swear when I'm ready I will fly us out of here. Ooh, I'll cut my hair. Ooh, to make you stare. I'll hide my chest and I'll figure out a way to get us out of here. Turn off your porcelain face. I can't really think right now, and this place has too many colors, enough to drive all of us insane. Are you dead? Sometimes I think I'm dead, 'cause I can feel ghosts and ghouls wrap in my head. But I don't wanna fall asleep just yet. My eyes went dark. Ooh, I don't know where. Ooh, my pupils are, but I'll figure out a way to get us out of here. Get a load of this monster. He doesn't know how to communicate. His mind is in a different place. Will everybody please give him a little bit of space? Get a load of this train wreck. His hair's a mess and he doesn't know who he is yet. But little do we know the stars welcome him with open arms. Oh, time is slowly tracing his face, but strangely he feels at home in this place.